Are you mocking me? Turns out he was not mocking me. He was being electrocuted.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, wow.
And he was,
Give it up, Bruce Campbell. Have you had a great time here in Denver?
Denver's lovely, lovely city, lovely state. It's almost as good as my state of Oregon.
What's your favorite part
Because,
about
I'll
living
tell
in
you why.
Oregon?
Your state is beautiful, no question about it. Oh, 14ers left and right. Guess what? I don't have to go over 7,000 feet. There's no real reason to do it. You can't breathe after 10.
No, they are that high.
They are that high. Why do I need to climb a 14? I'm 14,000 feet high now.
When you did Evil Dead, what was something that you learned during the making of that film that you still use today?
Know when to turn a job down.
When to say no.
Yeah. That was a good one to say yes to. It worked out fine. But there's some jobs where if you've done some low-budget movies that suck, you sort of take notes. Why did they suck? Blah, blah, blah. So nowadays, if I get an offer and it says it's a science fiction, action, comedy, horror, filled with stunts and special effects, and I go, okay, who's directing? Well, it's a first-time director, and it's a writer. So if you're in the film business and you hear that a writer is going to direct, that strikes a chord of terror into your heart because they don't even know how a film set works. They've never been on a film set. They're writing in their little dark incel room, and they're writing all this amazing dialogue, and then they don't know what to tell you or when to tell it to you. And so then you ask, okay, so that person is completely unqualified for that job. How long are you going to take to shoot? And they say 3 weeks.
That's pretty quick.
And even these innocent people here who have never made a low-budget movie go, that's way too short.
Filming for 24 hours a day then,
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah, so if you've made enough crappy movies, you start to go, no, that's going to be a crappy movie.
Yeah.
Because they won't be able to pull it off, and the director will be underwater every day. And I don't want to be part of their film school.
Yeah, of them learning.
Yeah.
You want
I'd rather
somebody
have
who's already
Sam Raimi
knowledgeable.
torturing me endlessly.
Yeah.
I would rather be a miserable on a Sam Raimi set than a happy guy on some loser's know-nothing set. Sorry, was that out loud, that part out loud? Sorry. But Sam Raimi's, Sam's worth the horror. He's worth the nightmare of working with him.
It looks fantastic on screen.
Yeah, great. I'm so glad. Someone came up today at a table and goes, man, I just got to thank you for Army of Darkness. It's the perfect movie. It got me through, it got me through death, disease, divorce. My entire family fell apart, lost all of our fortune. All of us died from cancer, but Army of Darkness got us through. So thank you for Army of Darkness.
Aw.
And I'm like, I'm so glad that movie has worked so well for you, because my wife and I, she was the costume designer of Army of Darkness. We both have PTSD from that movie. So I'm very, very grateful to everyone who likes Army of Darkness, because I get the hives when someone says the name of the movie. But that's a different story.
Cult classic, though. You have created some amazing movies. I'm going to go through some pre-submitted fan questions with you.
Thank God,
okay?
those are the best.
Are you ready? Get ready. Arlo from Portland asks, Evil Dead fans love the over-the-top gore and slapstick. Was there ever a moment on set where the practical effects went so wrong it turned into comedy gold?
Everybody loves funny stories from film sets. And they happen all the time. I have 1,000 funny stories from film sets. And if I told you 1,000 of those stories, you would not laugh at a single story. because you weren't there. So there's tons and tons of inside trench humor, a lot of gallows humor. When this whole Me Too thing came up, I was like, what did I say to some actress after working 16 hours on Evil Dead 22, you know, when I'm delirious? Like, did anyone grab anyone's ass at any point?
Or offend anybody by a joke
Anybody, some joke? Yeah, that's not appropriate. I don't know.
that at the time you thought was funny, but now we look back and go, ooh.
No, thankfully, I never really played the Lothario type guys. I always played idiots for the most part. And those guys don't get in trouble with the ladies. I got a number from a lady a couple of cons ago.
Nice, okay. She
I
slipped it in
told
your
my
pocket?
wife because I was so surprised.
People still love me. You're like, women still want me, crave me.
There was that. But then I thought, if I text one text, hey, you're done, that's it.
Yes.
That's
Screenshot,
it.
screenshot.
That's it. She walked away from the table and I went,
Yeah.
I never looked at the number, never even saw the number, because I'm like, no matter what I texted or contacted, thanks, but I'm married. You texted.
You still responded.
You responded.
Yeah.
Well, he's definitely interested now. He has to say that because his wife is around.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next convention and stab his eyes out in the parking lot. So I'm glad I never played those parts. You know, guys like Marlon Brando, the old-time actor, he would do Streetcar Named Desire. This is back when then hotel room keys like had a plastic tab. It could hit you in the eye, these things. Women would throw them up
With
on
the actual
stage.
key, with the real key on it.
The key, it's got the hotel number, the address, the key numbers right there. Let's do it. So I think Marlon probably had a pretty good time in his heyday.
Did you ever get hurt doing any of those practical effects?
Yeah, we got hurt all the time.
What was
all
the worst
time.
injury you
It didn't matter. Nothing mattered. We just kept shooting.
Yeah.
I was fighting a stunt guy in Army of Darkness. I flip him over me. My breastplate, because I was wearing some stupid suit of armor, jams into my chin as I flip him over. And I bend back up and blood is pouring all over my breastplate. And someone goes, hey, you're cut. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Thank you for that.
I'm done. See ya. Bye.
So they go, okay, you should go to the emergency room and get it stitched up. So I go there. You have to know what Ash looked like at this point in the movie. The makeup person had to have a plastic template that they fit over my face with notches in it so they could match all the cuts on my face. There were
prior scenes.
From prior scenes in the movie. It was a template. There were so many. So I went to the hospital with easily 10 cuts on my face.
Fake cuts.
Fake cuts on my face. And the doctor comes in and goes,
Were you in a car accident?
no,
Like,
he goes, which one is it? I go, Doc, I'm going to tell the effects guys what a great job they've done because you don't know what the real cut is. So he stitched me up in my costume. We didn't really have to clean up much of the blood, a little bit of the blood, and I went right back to work. It's just another cut on my face. You know, if it was a soap opera, you'd go, oh my God, his face, oh my God. Army of Darkness. Okay, back to work, let's go.
I love that. It's a great story.
You're going to get hurt.
Yeah. You suffer for your art.
Yeah, my brother fell off a cliff on the first Evil Dead. He could give a shit about movies. He just wanted to go on an adventure. So we were location scouting back in the Tennessee middle of nowhere in 1979. And Sam was like, God, I wonder if we could put a camera up on that cliff up there. My brother goes, let's find out. I'll see if I can get up there. He climbs up, he disappears. About 30 seconds later, we hear, whoa, 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 shit. We look up, my brother's airborne. Stunt guys call it grabbing air. He's grabbing air. He's trying desperately. Wham, he hits the ground. I think his shoes flew off.
Oh.
And like, Don, we should probably take you to the emergency room. He's like, no. No, just take me back to the cabin. So we took him back for a couple of days like that, and he just, as soon as he eventually got up, he went back to work. Everybody on that shoot was injured in some horrible way. Another guy jumped down from the rafters of this. It was a real old cabin in rural Tennessee in 1979. So there was a dangerous place to work. He jumps down out of the rafters, lands on a 2x4, but the 2x4 had a spike sticking up out of it, and it went into his entire foot. Like two guys had to grab his leg to pull it off of the spike. So he limps away. He disappears into his room for about 3 days with a bottle of Jack Daniels. And every day we'd knock and go, "Hey, Josh, are you coming? Are you working today?" Not today. About 3-4 days, we got him back. I mean, the Evil Dead movies are a dangerous, dangerous business. Evil Dead 2. I spent all day alone in a cabin being tortured, all day long, screaming, yelling, all that, working hard. And up in the rafters, I hear a guy going, I'm like,
You're ruining my take.
no, you mocking me? Are you mocking me? Turns out he was not mocking me. He was being electrocuted.
Oh my gosh. Oh my, wow.
And he was,
Oh no.
Another crew member had to kick him off of the electrical box that he was working on.
Wow.
He recovered. 2 weeks later, we had a crew party. He got liquored up, got onto an ATV, which is always a great idea. Alcohol on ATV is such a good idea. Flips it, breaks his collarbone, has to go home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you the kind of person who laughs when somebody gets hurt, or do you feel for them
I got
right
the
away?
shit beat out of me because I laughed. Yeah, because pain, that's the reason why we like the Three Stooges so much. There's a lot. Evil Dead 2 was co-written by a guy named Scott Spiegel, who talked to Larry Fine on the phone at the old actors' home. I mean, that's how much of a fan we were of the Three Stooges. We found these guys on their deathbed and talked to them. And because pain to them is funny. Pain to women is not funny, because they're like, yeah, ever have childbirth? That's not so funny. Okay, fine.
Yeah, it
But,
hurts.
watching a guy hit his thumb with a hammer, to me, is funny. When I watch Evil Dead now, I watch the audience. They're way more interesting to me, because watching how they deal with being scared is really awesome. There was a couple on a date. They had a jacket over their heads, and they looked at the screen through the sleeve of the jacket. And they would kind of do this. They'd look at parts of the screen, and if any of it was too horrible, the little thing would go, and it would close off. And then they would kind of wait, and then a hand would come through the sleeve again and open it back up like an elephant's trunk. And then they would look around more, and they only watched 10% of the movie at a time. It was too much. It was too much.
Are they sure they like horror?
They loved it, but that's the beauty of the visceral reaction. You get a group of clearly football players were sitting together. And whenever they got scared, they just started punching each other. You jerk, you I did not I didn't scare you, you got scared. It's great to make out of tough guys. Watching a horror movie, 42nd Street at midnight, it doesn't get any better. It's narrated, the whole movie is narrated by the entire audience for the whole movie. Don't go in there, you stupid idiot, I
You don't go
told
up
you.
the stairs.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So horror, it can be a very fun genre. I'm okay getting past the torture porn phase. We don't need to put a guy's penis in a vice and poke it with a stick for a half hour. That's too easy.
Yes.
Too easy.
No, yeah.
That's 6 o'clock news. I'm glad you understand that.
Well, we're so glad to end our Fan Expo adventure with you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. And don't forget, as an audience member, if you see a movie and you liked it, sure, go ahead and see the sequel. If you didn't like it, don't see the sequel because it's going to be exactly like the first one. And on and on and on.
Aw.
So I'll leave that with you. And thank you for putting my brat kids through college. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for supporting what I love to do. My grandfather worked for Alcoa Aluminum for 45 years and worked because it was a job, not because he liked it. My father was sort of an in-betweener. He wanted to be a painter, and my dad at Alcoa Aluminum said, no way, you're gonna get a job. So my dad got a job in advertising because it was sort of creative, but then he became an actor on the side. I saw him in a play when I was 8. I was like, that seems like way more fun than what you're doing. And he was behind it, so I give my parents a lot of credit for supporting it.
Yeah.
You know, we had a lot of opportunities over the years. So, but just know that you know, you determine the fate of the industry. It's really what you support, and you've created a Marvel machine like you can't believe. But be careful. They're running out of ideas really quick. I mean, that spandex is running a little thin. But it's okay, but you basically did it. I mean, you're responsible. 20 years ago, the original Spider-Man kind of prompted all of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, thank you for all that. Thanks for being you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Give it up. Bruce Campbell, everybody.
Thank you very much.